So in the first video we talked about the advantages to you as the agent to encourage your buyers to talk to Mortgage Advice Bureau, and then in the second video I talked about the benefits to the buyer. In this video I just want to talk to you and talk about ways of getting mortgage leads to the mortgage advisor. So I guess the first question is, when do you ask and when's the best time to ask? Well, my recommendation is that every time you speak to somebody, whether it's a buyer or seller, you bring into that conversation about mortgages. So it could be a buyer registering on our database, looking to buy a property, could be looking to book a viewing, booking a valuation or market appraisal, could be on the market appraisal, or they could be making an offer on a property. So every time you need to be having that conversation about mortgages, and then you need to know sort of what to say and how to work that into the conversation. So every time you do have a conversation, you need to get something out of that conversation, and you need to be able to help clients. So this is a way of helping them, saving them time, saving them some money, and you're being productive as well because you can be earning an extra income from that conversation. So what do you say? Well, let's talk about a buyer that's just registering on our database, or maybe they're on a viewing. There is no right or wrong way. A lot of it is just about asking the question. The people that get the most mortgage leads and mortgage appointments are the people that ask the question. But one of the sentences or questions I like to ask is, so the buyer's just registered, I'd be saying, have you had a chance to shop around for the best mortgage rates yet? Now, it doesn't matter whether they say yes to that question or no, because then you can have a follow-on answer. So if they say yes, it would be, that's fantastic, well done. That's so important that you do shop around, and I'll come back to the rest of the conversation. But if they say no, you can also say, oh, okay, well, look, one of the most important things you do is shop around and to get the best rates. So it's important that you point out to these clients that you've got to remember that you're the expert. This is what you do all day, every day. Most first-time buyers, well, not most, all first-time buyers have never bought a house before, so this is the first time they will find out about mortgages. And anyone who's had a mortgage before, the chances are they moved 5 years ago, so they're not familiar with what to do when it comes to mortgages. So you're the expert, so give them some advice and some help and guidance. That's what you're there for, not just to find them a house, help them the whole process, whether it's conveyancing, mortgages. So this is an integral part of it. So going back to the question, have you had a chance to shop around for the best mortgage rate yet? And if they say, yeah, that's brilliant, that's definitely the right thing to do. One of the most important things I recommend to all my clients, they shop around for the best mortgage rate, because it's a bit like shopping around for house insurance or car insurance. You've got to find the best deals around. And this is a massive investment, one of the probably the biggest investments you make in your life. Shop around for the best deals. So what I would be going on to say is that I can put you in touch with one of our mortgage advisors, and they can shop around on your behalf and save you some time and money. The great thing is, so let's just say the buyer's just said to you they have already shopped around and they've already spoken to the Halifax and the NatWest. I'd be saying, well, that's great that you've spoken to the Halifax and NatWest. I'd also recommend talking to our mortgage advisor, because they can see what other lenders are going to lend to you and what the monthly payments are, and they're going to save you some money. The thing is with the Halifax, they're a fantastic lender, but they will only tell you about the advantages of using them and all the positives about their mortgages. They're not going to tell you the disadvantages of using them. They're certainly not going to tell you there's a cheaper lender around the corner. Whereas our mortgage advisors will tell you the fors and against with each lender, and which one's going to be giving you a better rate or a lower survey fee or arrangement fee, or lend you more. So it's worth speaking to our mortgage advisor, because they'll save you some time and save you some money, and they're available now. So if a client hasn't spoken to anybody, and obviously that's when you can bring in your recommendations that they should shop around for the best deal, and you can save them some time and some money. But it's also worth adding there's another benefit to the buyer. And this is that, that they would be in a far stronger position to buy a property if they've got their mortgage approved in principle. So say something along these lines. So Mr. Buyer, one of the things I recommend is you see one of our mortgage advisors, because once he can give you a mortgage certificate or a decision in principle, it will add a lot more weight to your offer when you make an offer if you can say that your mortgage is already approved in principle. Or even if they've just registered and they haven't found anyone, haven't offered, I'd be saying something along the lines that once your mortgage is approved, estate agents will take you far more seriously because they know that your mortgage is already arranged. So they're more likely to call you first. So if a suitable property comes on the market, a house that's going to sell very quickly, they're not going to ring everyone on the database. They're just going to ring the hottest buyers. And if you can say that your mortgage is approved, they're more likely to call you first and see you as a serious buyer. So let's get your mortgage approved in principle. Or you could say you could go onto our VIP buyers list. So that, I can give you a call first if I know your mortgage is approved. So estate agents will take you more seriously and tell you about properties that are coming on the market. Sellers were more likely to accept your offer, or it adds weight to your offer when you make an offer if you can say that your mortgage is approved. So it's really important that you get your mortgage approved early on and speak to one of our mortgage advisors. Hope that's useful. If you've got any questions, do speak to your mortgage advisor and ask them, what you can say to be generating more business. I think my simple advice is ask everyone you speak to and just let them know the benefits to them. Generally, it's saving time, saving them money. It's convenient because they can do it when other banks can't, in the evenings and weekends, and obviously the sale's going to go through quicker, and it's going to add a lot more weight to their offer if they get their mortgage approved early on. Hope you found that useful, and I hope you get lots more mortgage appointments.